Spotted us. Great victory for Cobra. Stupid. They're fakes. And I want fakes. We've been suckered. Back to base
I have to laugh. I have to laugh. Because, let me say this now. Let me say this now. We're doing a very little comic news today because we're talking about real life things. A lot of real life things. And I swear, it is straight up. I literally put it in my notes. The world of 2024 looks like a G.I. Joe cartoon. I can't. I can't. I went off this ride, but unfortunately, I turned 42 this year. Oh, I'm sorry. Please, lead us in, sir. Kind sir.
No problem. Look, I got you. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my beautiful people. How are we doing today? It is a lovely day out here in the streets and we are here in January. It is cold as hell, but welcome to.
Yes.
How are you doing, my guy?
Welcome to Life Breaks. Um, well, because we're not live, but you can see it. I am one very tired boy wonder. I am tired. Worked, kicked my behind all week. But I usually have a partner that helps me out, but he's doing his army graduation. So
Okay,
congratulations to my buddy
congratulations.
Rico. He's out. He's what is it? He's not graduating. He's retiring
Oh,
from the
okay.
army. So I
I
stepped it up
appreciate
this
the
week.
service.
But literally, oh, everybody's gonna help. Ain't none of you assholes nowhere to be found. No one. No one. No one. No one. I may do the Cobra voice all episode. It gives me so much joy. Him and what's the other dude? Skeletor. I'm gonna start playing Skeletor bits
Oh
on
God,
my
not
friends because
Skeletor.
it's yeah, dude, it's just the jabs. It's just the jabs. Beautiful people of this world. I am one Antonio Augusto, and we missed you guys. Seriously, Happy New Year. We are back, episode 45.
Sir.
We are
File
five
away.
episodes away from
Right.
50. From 50. I thought about like doing season two and just starting over again.
Nah.
Nah, we just keep the
Yeah.
numbers going. No,
Leave
it's too
off.
much work. My brain hurts. Yeah, yeah. What's going on, man? How
Uh,
was your New Year's? We
right.
talked about Christmas. Yeah, we did talk
No,
about
we
Christmas.
didn't. Well, yeah, I didn't get to tell you about my Christmas, but my Christmas was amazing. Yeah, my family came down. We had a great time. It was probably one of my favorite Christmases. We hung out, we watched, we listened to music, we did some karaoke at the end of the night, did some drunken karaoke. That was fun.
Hmm.
So yeah, we're definitely gonna have to run that back. But also, I'm an only child, and I'm not used to having all these people around me for like almost a week straight. So I'm glad that they left. Also, but I love y'all and miss, and I guess I miss y'all.
Was it like a boondock situations? I love y'all, but y'all gotta get the out of my
Not
house.
as bad as
Go.
that, but also like it's just me. Like I'm not used to having a lot of people around me for like for a lot of time. So I just after a while I just
Hmm.
need my like me time. I just need to be like, okay, I want to be by myself and I just need to chill. And there goes my tablet. Oh well. But yeah, it was still pretty good. It was still pretty good. My New Year's wasn't as great, but it was still good. I got to hang out with my cousin. We got drunk, watched some TV, and it was pretty good. How was your New Year's?
You really want to
Oh
know?
no.
You really want to know? Nothing
Okay.
happened. That's the point. We slept like two
Oh my
babies, dude.
God,
Me and
you're
the
so
missus.
old.
We were out by 8 o'clock. We were out. Excuse you. Watch your
I
mouth.
call it like I
No,
see it.
we were out by 8 o'clock. I literally woke up at 8 o'clock, kissed her, wished her Happy New Year's, and then went back to sleep. I'm not kidding. And then we went to the mall the next day.
Mm-mm. What?
Yes, because we're pretty quiet. Listen, listen. I'll be honest, and I'll get a little personal. We don't like crowds.
Okay. I get
We don't like crowds. Yeah, and it's just I don't want to be in a crowd. No, people be bugging out here in these
it.
streets. No, 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 no. I stay home. And then you know what it is? You're right about the old. I joke. We joke about the old thing, but you're not wrong. My body is trained to get up at 4 a.m.
Oof.
Don't ask me why. Don't ask me how. I'm trained to be up at 4 a.m. It's just that old school, old world training from your grandfather. My
Mhm,
grandfather taught me to get up early and go seize the day, that kind of
mhm,
thing. So I'm up at 4 a.m., man, and I'm getting ready for my day. I'm at work by 7. So I'm a busy little boy, man. And then with my workload today is just a mess. But it's all right, man. It is a okay.
look, you already know my saying. Fuck it, we ball.
Yes, yes, all day, all day. Oh, I was gonna ask you.
Mhm.
No, no. What's your any New Year's resolutions?
It's funny you say that because I actually did make a couple resolutions this time. Um,
Shoot,
s-
you go first, and I'll say mine.
got you. So this year I decided that I am going to one get better at communication, both in like expressing how I feel and also how I communicate through my text messages and phone calls and stuff because as my friends know and you look at my boy right here knows I'm kind of trash at text messages. I'm not the best. And my mom is also
Slacker,
trash. Look, I get it
slacker.
from my mama, y'all. Like, and this year we made like me and her. She was like,
Don't throw your mom
look.
into this for your
Because look, this is the only
slackiness.
reason I made this is the only reason I did
Just
it though. Because she's like, yeah, we're gonna get better. We got new phone because we had just got new phones like a couple weeks ago. So he's like, we got new phones. We're gonna get better at at responding.
okay.
So he's like, we're gonna do better this year at talking to people and like responding back. So I was like, okay, we're gonna do that. So I'm gonna make it a mission. I try to make sure that I at least like get to you by the end of the day. Like that's baby steps for me. Baby steps. But
Fair
for
enough.
my last religion, my my last resolution, it's a little deeper one. So for this year, I'm going to put more intention behind what I was doing. That was my more of my in my resolution last year, but I think it's don't be scared of what you can do and don't be afraid of failure. I think one of those things because I talked about it a little bit in my in one of my TikToks, but I said one of my biggest fears is I think I realized that one of my biggest fears is failure. But and of course that's everyone has a fear of failure. But I realized I also had a fear of succeeding as well and not knowing what to do with success and not knowing how to handle it because there have been times where I have like even on TikTok for being a prime example where I've had opportunities to do more and actually push more um into like actually actually just pushing forward in my like content and also just like what I want to do, but it's the fear of what if it doesn't go right, what if what if it goes right and I feel like a fraud. So it's one of those things where I've kind of just like said to myself, I'm going to put more intention behind it and just don't be afraid of it. Just if it feeds you or if it, feeds my soul, then I'm going to try to attempt it, even if it doesn't go the way I want it, just go straight forward. And I'm going to try to implement that more. I've realized like even like with my like my content, I realize like when I do good content like and I get views, I kind of just like okay, well I don't deserve all this, and I'm starting to realize getting better at realizing that I do deserve I do deserve more than what I've been given, and what is mine will be mine, kind of thing. That's kind of the philosophy I'm living by right now. Sorry, that was long winded, but yeah.
Mhm. No, no, no. Please, you're fine, man. Um, I'm pushing to push out more geeky
Hmm.
content. It's just making the time and
Yeah.
finding the time. I can do it. It's just getting up and just
Right.
banging it out and all right, giggity. Just knocking it out. But I took a step. I did my
Yep, I
first
saw
toy
that. Hmm.
review.
Hmm.
I did my first toy review. There's some things I know I need to
Look,
work on.
that's what comes. That all that comes
Uh,
time. What
I
comes time. Right.
practice it all. Yeah, practice. Thank you, Apple. Thank you, Apple, for this wonderful editing software I have on my computer because I will
Hmm.
make use of that. And yeah, man. I'm gonna watch more DC movies.
Okay.
Cause do you remember a while back I said I watched Batman and I couldn't just
Hmm.
not sit through it? I'm changing that. I'm changing my mind this
Hmm.
year. I'm gonna watch it all the way through before my
Okay.
birthday.
Wait, when is your birthday?
I see. I keep
Next.
next month.
What day?
Yeah, we're already at my birthday again. Yeah, February
15th. Okay.
15th.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, I keep seeing clips of the ending of Batman where you hear the
Hmm.
Nirvana song in the background, and it's his monologue where he's like, "They need the city needs more than vengeance.
Right.
It needs hope, and they're looking to me for hope. And the criminals of Gotham are gonna take advantage of this, and they need me to like step up and be the hero that Gotham needs me to be. Something to that nature. I may be saying it wrong, and I'm like, that could have been your trailer that could have got
Hmm.
everybody on board.
I see that.
Also, Matt Reeves is talking about doing a Robin.
Did he hear my numerous quote like pitches?
Aaron, if we get Robin in the second one,
Hmm. Oh yeah, because he's gonna
I
be in the
will be
movie.
happy.
He's gonna be in the next Batman movie. Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't want a 30-year-old Chris O'Donnell
Right.
looking mofo. I want a 10-year-old kid beating the ever loving
Yeah,
crap out
I
of
think it's
criminals.
gonna be because it's Damien. It's gonna be Damien who is gonna be the Robin they're gonna use.
Oh, no, no, no. I'm talking about the Batman.
Oh yeah, yeah,
What's
yeah.
his
They
face
are
is
planning on doing that with Robert Pattinson. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
yes, yes. I want Dick Grayson. I want him like flipping and kicking
Right.
people
I
in the
feel like
face.
I feel like with him and Bruce, like they should be at least 10 years apart. Because I feel like they were
Yeah,
always
right? Like
yeah, like
29 and
nah.
9.
I feel like he should be at
No,
least like in his tweens. Like I feel like
19?
nah, right? Nah, I feel like that's too young. Because I feel like Bruce got him at the right age where
Listen,
he was like just old enough where he could be a father figure, but just young enough where you're like, okay, you could be his brother.
like, let's say, okay, so if let's say Bruce is
Hmm.
30, right? Like 15
That would be a good age. I would give
ish.
Bruce getting him like in his like mid 20s. Like I would give it like probably like 26, 27, cuz I feel like he would have had him before he turned 30. Cuz let's be real,
Yeah,
there
yeah,
was some trial and
yeah.
error with Dick. Like, like the parenting styles was real lax. And Dick had to yeah, I feel like that would be a right age when
Like, so there's because I know you haven't watched Crisis yet, but I can spoil at least one scene in
Mhm.
Crisis, and it's kind of funny where there's a part where all the heroes are meeting up, and Robin, Dick Grayson goes to Bruce. Now, Bruce in that particular universe never, at least he never adopted Robin.
Mhm.
So he basically tells Dick, he's like, "Wait, I adopted you on another world? Good lord, that seems highly irresponsible."
As long as you know. And when your self has to say that, okay.
Yeah, it
That's
was
funny.
hysterical. It was hysterical. Um, but there was and I won't spoil it for you. I'll let you watch it because you'll be texting me once you watch it. You're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, yeah, and you have to watch it twice
Oh, I
because you're not
know.
gonna
I
catch
already
everything
knew
the first
that.
time.
Hmm.
You have to watch. Yeah,
Hell,
yeah,
I had to
you're not gonna
rewatch
catch everything the first time.
the Crisis of on Infinite Earths on the Arrowverse over again because I knew there was a lot of stuff.
Ugh, I don't
Mm-mm.
count that no more. I honestly think that's utter trash.
Oh, that's sad. I love it. I love it for what it is. I just why.
Here's why. Here's why. You saw what they were
Hmm.
trying to do, and then bring like doing it the TV wasn't a bad idea. But upon watching it again, you saw what they were trying to do, but their budget went to all
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah. I can see that.
cameos. And I'm like, yeah, I could have did a much better story. You literally have it
Hmm.
all right in
You know
front of
what
you.
saved that show for me? What saved that for me? The one moment, not know why this is such a pivotal moment for me. Why I always when I think of Crisis of Infinite Earths, I think it is. It's the moment when um Barry is playing jazz music and Black Lightning is basically like, "What you know about this, young blood?" Like he's like, and he
Yeah.
said like,
You sure that's Crisis or is it
"No, that's
Armageddon?
Christ." Wait,
No,
the
it's
one where they're
Armageddon
Paragons,
because Barry and Jeff met and
because
on.
Barry was a Paragon at that point. Was that Crisis or was that? No, 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 no.
No,
No,
I'm
that's
pretty sure it's
Crisis.
Armageddon.
That was Crisis. No, because
No,
I'm telling
I'm
you,
telling
dude,
you,
Black Lightning
it's
wasn't in
Armageddon.
Armageddon.
Yes, he was. He was. Black Lightning was in Crisis. What the frick? Anyway, I stopped keeping count. Um, Jeff was at the third part of Crisis because they pulled him out from his world because remember his world burned
Yeah.
and then was
Okay, I
reborn,
remember
right?
that.
And then okay, so then he shows up at the end of Crisis in the Legends episode and helping with the big battle with
That
the
was Crisis of
Legends
Infinite Earth.
with Frost and yeah, that was Crisis on Infinite Earths. The next time you see Jeff again was during Armageddon, where Jeff is basically telling him Barry's telling Jeff about the future and they set up the whole protocols
Mhm.
if the Justice League goes south.
No,
So it's Armageddon.
I'll tell you why I know it's Crisis of
I'm,
Infinite Earths.
I'm telling you.
Because this is the moment where when all the universes are being destroyed, and this is when Barry quotes him, it was like it's my future and what am I gonna do with it? I'm gonna fight for it or some shit like that.
It's Armageddon. It's Armageddon.
Hold
I'm
on, not
telling you,
as
it's
we look, hold
Armageddon.
on, let me look at
I'm,
this.
listen, you can look it up, but I'm telling you, it's Armageddon. And while you're
Uh-huh.
doing that, I just want to send a special shout out to Keith Lee, basically putting New York
Uh-huh.
restaurants at number 7 on
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
crappy list. So as far as I'm concerned, Keith Lee, because he just whatever,
Look
just
here.
makes me mad. I'm telling you,
No, oh
it's
no, no,
Armageddon, right?
I'm still looking up for it. Look here.
I'm I'm
Hold
telling you,
on.
it's Armageddon, bro. I'm telling you. You don't
Oh
have to
no,
look it
I'm
up. I
looking it
know
up.
my
I need to
comic
know
stuff.
for
It's Armageddon.
for my peace of mind. Ugh,
I could pull up the
dude.
episode right now. All right, bet.
Sorry, viewers. We have to know.
Hey, stall for 30 seconds. Stall
Okay.
for 2 minutes.
What were we just talking about before? Not no, not this.
Crisis.
It was something else. We just. Oh yeah.
New Year's.
No, never mind.
New
That was
Year's.
it. No, something you literally just said. Oh boy.
Okay, we talking. Oh boy. Selective memory.
What? That
Old.
it just went right
Talking
over
about
my head too.
Crisis.
Um, but yeah, no.
Toy review.
Forget it. Just go do what you gotta do. But yeah.
Just
So
stall for 2 minutes.
another thing, I went to go see Aquaman. Side note. Um.
Oh,
Oh
we're gonna talk about the Batman and how. Oh, we talk
yeah,
about
yeah,
Dick
yeah,
Grayson. That's what we're
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
yeah. there was something else too, and I'm gonna listen back to this episode and I'm gonna be upset that because I'm gonna be like, oh, that's what I wanted to say, but but no, I think it's gonna be, I think it should be a good little moment for Dick. But no, the moment the moment I liked was, yeah, him saying that. And I don't know why, but every time I see that moment, it wasn't until then, literally seasons into the Flash, that I'm like, you was raised by black people. And like I just like I feel like I said it before on our Flash episode, but I feel like we were cheated a moment, like moments of not seeing Barry growing up black. Like I just like I say Barry Gordy, Barry Allen with his like listening to Soldier Boy in his jabos in middle school would have been hilarious. And I just
It's Armageddon Part 3, sir.
okay, I guess.
It's Part 3 because they're taking away Barry's powers because he had just went all Ultra Instinct in Central
Yeah,
City and he started freaking out and Despero's telling him he's going to destroy the planet.
I remember that. I'm about to watch both Crisis and Infinite Earths today. Like because I know that was the moment because it was the moment that all the because I know there was a moment where him and Barry they had a moment when when all the worlds were being destroyed and it was just them, and like Barry had just lost Iris, and they had this little moment. Yeah,
But Jeff wasn't one of the
no, but he was
Paragons,
still
though.
there because remember they had tried to get all the heroes together, but then like yeah, yeah.
Okay, I tell you
Hmm.
what, because we're gonna
Right,
save it for
right,
the
because
Crisis episode.
we going into a whole
Wait,
tangent. Yeah.
because yeah, we gotta stay focused. Hit us with the comic
All
book
right,
news,
so let's
brother.
get into comic book news. So first and foremost, congratulations to the Miss Marvel because they won an Emmy for creative art, and that's amazing. I
Ooh,
love that.
the
Hmm.
MCU, Miss
Yeah,
Marvel,
the
or the
MCU.
comic?
Uh,
Okay, okay, right,
but
right, right, right.
yes,
Continue.
so last week we wrapped up What If season 2. It was pretty good. Have you seen any of them yet?
The only episode I've watched was the Commander, or is it Commander Captain Carter episode where
Oh,
they fight
okay.
the Red Widows.
I got a surprise for you. They're basically all Captain Carter episodes. um not to not to be a spoiler,
Seriously?
but yeah, it's like when I tell you mostly every single episode has her. Like don't know what it is, don't know why people have a hard on for Captain Carter all of a sudden, but yeah, like she is throughout
I can tell
because of
you
the
why.
damn
I
multiverse of
guarantee
madness.
you, she's gonna
Oh,
show up in
for
the comic
sure.
book. It's only a
She
matter of
already has a
time,
solo book. She already had a
and
solo
that's not
book.
a bad thing.
And
And that's not a
this
bad thing.
how and she was in the X-Men book, Excalibur, no, Knights of X. Because she was in another universe. She was working with they went to an alternate universe and she was working with an alternate
Ooh,
version of Betsy, and both of them were working together, and it's kind of
okay.
heavily, when I say heavily implied that they were, dating. I'll say that. Yeah,
They were
like
dating. They were
dating.
dating. Mm,
Right.
dating.
Sesame Timbers, guys. So it was, yeah, I think, yeah, she's been making a big comeback in a way that I just do not understand why we give a fuck about Captain Carter like that. But in other news, with What If ending, season 1 of Echo came out this week, and I've only seen the first episode. All and they put out all 5 episodes of it last night, and I saw the first episode. It was pretty good. They did an amazing job of mixing in flashbacks of what happened in the previous one with what's going on in her story now, and they kind of mixed her like backstory in with like what was going on the with the flashback. Like they kind of show you the story of who she was, and then go straight into like the present where she like shoots what's it called, Wilson at the on Hawkeye. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
in
but
Hawkeye.
yeah, it's a pretty
Yes,
good thing. I'm kind of contemplating if I want to watch Crisis of Infinite Earths because I want to watch that. So yeah, it's pretty good. And I kind of love the whole what?
there's one thing you're missing. The Netflix MCU is now MCU canon.
Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah. And I'm for that.
About time they
Right.
actually acknowledged it. So which means
Mhm.
Daredevil 1, 2 season and season 3 all count.
Yep.
Jessica Jones counts. Iron Iron Fist. mm,
I
mm,
didn't hate Iron Fist the
Iron
way
Fist
people hated
counts.
Iron Fist. I'm not even gonna hold you. I I thought it was a cute
Listen, Luke Cage
I thought it was a cute moment for
counts.
them. Like I especially like the fact that Colleen got the Iron Fist for a little bit. I wanted to see where that would go.
Oh, I didn't dislike that part.
Oh
No,
no,
that didn't bug me at
mostly hated
all.
it because of
Keep her as
the
Iron
guy
Fist.
who they.
Let me say this. I don't care what other people think. As long as you tell a
Mhm.
good story, get people on board. Simple as that. And let's be honest, wasn't exactly the best Iron Fist. The actor that played
Yeah, I think
Danny,
that was the biggest thing.
he's
I
not
think
great.
why people didn't like it because of like the guy who was playing him, and I didn't hate him. Like I do feel like they should have definitely gotten some more with a stronger build, but I still liked him for what he was. Um, but um, but yeah, Echo I thought is very well done. I thought the great moments that I like is little artistic moments in movies, and one of the big things I liked in it was in certain fight scenes and in certain moments we go through it with her in silence. Like we get the only thing we hear is her heartbeat, and we kind of just like go into those big moments like in that like silent moment in that silence, and I kind of love that. Like in like her like showing the disability and her like her with her leg and we see how she what happened to her leg and like everything. Yeah, it's a good show, and I can't wait to see what's going on with that. Next, Aquaman is apparently not doing as great as they wanted it to do.
We can sum this
Honestly,
up in one sentence.
yeah,
Is anybody
yeah, like
surprised?
honestly, I am kind of like. I mean, I didn't think it was gonna go gangbusters, but like, hell, shit, Iron Man. I mean, Aquaman was like one of the highest grossing superhero movies. So like, that's why I was like
Agreed.
hoping.
But what? Well, and this is a theory I told my wife. A lot of people were saying it was like the old '60s cartoon,
Oh
which is
my
fine.
God, yeah,
I'll just wait.
that's just,
I'll just wait till it shows up on HBO Max because
honestly,
it's only a matter of time.
you can wait. And
And
I
and
don't
that
say
is
that. You know for a fact, like y'all, as long as y'all know me on here to tell him to watch something, y'all have always heard me say you need to stop everything you're doing and watch something, even if it was a like trash, like even if it was like okay movie.
Mhm.
But no, like you can literally wait. I'm not gonna lie, it was a good movie. I liked it. It was a cute little like it was like a buddy cop movie. That's exactly the yeah with Orm
With
exactly.
Orm, right? With
Like it
Orm, right?
kind of gave me
Yeah.
the like the cops who hate each other but grow to love each other by the end of the movie, and it's a nice little
But
endearing moment for them. It's a like they have like stakes. It's good. Amber Heard was barely in it, and I love that. Right,
like
kind
two
of
minutes, right?
altogether, yeah. Like you see her all like even though
Mm.
like I hate that for Mira because I love Mira. Mira is one of my favorite heroes in DC, but like because she let's be real, Mira does the heavy lifting in that in the in his family. Like
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. Hear
and
me out.
okay,
Hear me out.
all right,
You
I'm listening.
hold on.
What you gotta say?
Step back. Step back. I'm
Okay,
not disagreeing with you. It's just been the last 15 years that she's written that way.
Hmm.
Because before she was a damsel in distress. I'm not agreeing.
Hmm.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but I remember growing up, as amazing and powerful as she is, they made her crazy in the book. Like, wow. They like I was reading the
Hmm.
I was reading Peter David's run, and there's literally one issue where she's alive. She has her son in an alternate dimension, and I go, what is happening? And then Arthur, being Arthur, is messing with
Hmm.
Dolphin. It's a whole thing.
That's
It's
probably the only Aquaman I would read.
90s Aquaman is very
Uh,
adult.
yeah, I said my bad.
Like,
I said that that's probably the only Aquaman stories I would read was the stories of him with Dolphin because I always wanted to know where was Mira, and just because of the messiness of like Dolphin and
yes,
Aqualad and
90s
Aquaman,
Aquaman
messy,
is
messy.
very messy.
Like
And then for
yes, bro,
Garth to
and have
marry
like
her,
fuck off on him and have a baby. Like, bro, how do you
oh,
your protege, your sidekick
yo,
is kicking it to your girl? Like, what is happening?
the
Like,
sidekick and the side
bro,
piece,
like your sidekick is getting with your rebound, your clear rebound. Like,
dog,
and
dog.
I don't
It
know
was
why I
it
didn't
was
realize
messy.
that Dolphin was the girl on Young Justice who Calder took in. Yeah,
Oh,
the
the white blonde
Indian
girl.
yeah, who was yes, who's Indian. I did not know that.
Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Like
either.
she like I didn't until I rewatched it again from when we did our episodes. She said her name she said I want to go by the name Dolphin. I was like, "What?" Yeah, you're right.
Excuse
I
me.
secretly think she's going to join their
Excellent,
throuple. I think that's going to become a throuple. I don't know
excellent.
why it's in my head.
I
It
just
works.
why,
It works.
why? I guess. What else we got?
That is
Any more
it
comic
for my
news?
comic news, everybody. Oh, I guess in
Okay.
comics, I guess. Um, Rise in the
Miles and
huh?
Kamala got together. Miles and
Oh,
Kamala are
where
back
are they?
in
Is that the
in the very
giant one?
recent
The
issue of
giant
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man one? Okay,
No, no,
the gang war.
it's during
Okay,
the
that's good.
gang war arc, which I will say this now, since gang war has been pretty
Hmm.
fun on Miles's end, I think we should do a deep dive
I
into
guess.
gang war. Start off the new year.
I guess.
What?
The gang war just didn't interest me. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like the only one that I was interested in reading was Luke Cage's because ever since he became the mayor, I've been saying he needs his own comic, and like
Oh,
he just hasn't had one.
this is what we do. I have an idea. I have an idea. Let's do it. Let's do Luke Cage and Miles Morales for Black History Month. Yeah?
I feel like
Yeah?
we should do more than them though, right? We should.
I know, but I'm
I
just saying right now because we technically have episode
not that
46
I
planned.
just got an idea of what we should be doing. Never mind. Yeah, we should definitely do that. We'll be talking about this idea off air.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Uh, is that all? Is that, Beast World is okay still. I kind of just went. I wanted to finish to see how I really feel about it.
Mm,
I read issue 4 this week, and they killed off a Flash
oh,
character.
is it Wally?
And
Is it Bart?
no, no. Like a supporting
Whew,
Flash.
okay, then I don't care.
No, it's none of the Flashes. I can tell you
Oof.
that. None of the Flashes. No, but they killed off Chester.
Oh no, not Chester. Who's Chester? Oh
Yeah,
my God, Chester from Arrowverse. Okay,
really.
I know not from the Arrowverse, but I remember
No,
who you're talking about, the character. I was like,
no.
oh no, not
Yes.
Chester.
Yeah, they kind
Okay.
of kill him off. Tom Taylor, you're a monster and you know it. And the Titans don't know
Hmm.
about it yet. That's going to piss Wally off.
Oh,
Bad.
R.I.P.
Speaking of
Is Sister
Wally,
Black in the comic?
the book is good.
Oh, now I'm
Yes, he's
upset.
always been black. Yeah, he's always been
Okay,
black.
that's good to know.
He's always been
Sorry, I
black.
didn't mean to
Yeah,
interrupt you.
yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah. What else? No, you good. No, you good, buddy.
Um.
What else we got?
Oh, my news. The rise of
Hmm.
the fall of the House of X and the rise of the Powers of Ten came out. Yes,
It's out this
the
week, right?
fall of House of X
Yeah. How
came
is
out
it?
yesterday. I mean, last weekend. Rise of X came out today. Honestly, it's pretty good. It gives me the feel of like when I first started reading the Krakoan Age stuff. Like you can kind of, it kind of like takes you back to that moment. Like, oh, you can tell they're ramping up to a big story, and you're kind of can't wait to see what happens. I kind of can't wait to see what happens, and they're not only that, but they're like expanding on the idea that they brought in with Krakoa, but also the way they do the House of X and the Power of X. It is just another nuanced version of what they've done from that. They still like do what's going on now, and then they do the jump into the future moments with the powers of X. And I kind of love the way they keep those same recipes, but also change it in a way that's very, very much, I don't know, very, it's the same but different. And I kind of love that. But yeah, it's that's gonna be getting good. Another thing that I keep advocating for now, a book that I've put on my poll now, um, Venom. Venom is actually pretty good. Yeah, with Dylan Brock as the thing,
With Dylan?
and with more importantly, let's be real. The reason I bought it is because of a Black Widow. Like, I needed to see her as a symbiote, and
Oh, I totally
yeah,
forgot that was
she's
happening.
honestly,
How is
it's
it?
amazing. The writing in it is phenomenal, and the art in it is great. Like, it's kind of, every time I read it, it feels like I'm watching a suspenseful kind of scary movie, and I love that shit. Like, it's kind of
Hmm.
one of those like there's a moment where she's talking about her relationship with the symbiote, and how she basically sees him eat somebody, and then she's like explaining as it's happening, I'm already seeing what the person remembered before, as they're eating her. And I was like, this is an amazing little moment. And every issue is a different vibe, but also it's a continuation. And I would honestly love if they made that a show. Like, the story in it, and the way and the villain in the story is great. It's Alchemax is the big villain, but they have a villain called No One, and the premise of No One is basically that it's more than one person. There's not one person who's No One. They're all
Okay.
No One. And and they switch off being who's the top guy, so no one knows who the real top guy is. And they're
Okay.
like, they start off with just like, and it's a great villain because person that they're fighting is a person who's like Alchemax, because they're destroying and polluting, they polluted the whole city, and this is basically the aftermath of what happens.
Okay.
So yeah, I love that story and what's being told in it. um Venom, yeah. Other than that, the Avengers, I'm starting to the Avengers is actually decent. um you were right. It was definitely good.
Listen, you can't go
Yeah.
wrong with Jed McKay. You can't. He's been doing wonderful on Strange
Hmm.
and Moon Knight. His Avengers run has
Only
been
read
pretty
the first
stellar so
issue of
far.
Doctor
I just
Strange.
needed to come.
Sorry. Not Strange,
Really?
but Doctor Strange, the new one that came out. I read the first.
Okay, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
we'll get caught up. I ain't
Yeah,
even
yeah, yeah.
worried about it. We'll talk about this again. I ain't
Right,
worried
right.
about it. Just put a pin on that for now. But I'm glad you're reading
I'm
the
on
Avenger.
issue
How
8.
far did you get?
Yeah, I'm the only one I'm caught up in.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm caught up. Yeah, the new one
you
is
caught up
today's. Yeah.
today's issue.
Ooh,
I
nice.
read it today. It's good. I just need to see where they're going. And I'm glad they're not using traditional
Yes,
Avengers villains. I
I
mean,
love
you
that.
I'm glad that
Right?
that it's pretty good. They're not using traditional Avengers villains, which I
Yeah,
see
yeah,
people kind of complaining about it on the interwebs. Fine, but I'm like, how many honestly, how many stories
right.
can you tell with Doctor Doom? How
Hmm.
many stories can you tell with Kang and Ultron? It's like you can do so much. You can do so
Exactly.
much
And don't
without
get me
being the
wrong,
same
like I
story.
we love the old villains, but I think the big thing, like I think it's a cool thing to make new villains and not only make new villains, but make them in a way where they have a staying power. And like the little Twilight guard that they're fighting,
Yes.
yeah, I
The
like that.
Twilight Court, which is basically
Oh
King
my God,
Arthur
yeah,
and
you're
his
kind of right.
knights.
Oh, I did not realize that until just now. Yes, I like the in the you know I always love someone with a niche power or a very specific power with a caveat. And the owl one with that has the power of belief or worship, who gets power off of worshiping. It doesn't have to be worshiping
Hmm.
him, just someone who's
Oh,
worshiping. The
what was the
Twilight
group?
something.
What was the group called?
It's
The
something
Twilight? Is it the Twilight? No,
Twilight.
it was another name.
Right, y'all. We
Hold
just
on.
researching in real time.
Now it's gonna bug me.
Um,
Let me just go to the comic. Is it called
Meridian, something
Mirrodin?
like that.
Mirrodin?
Oh, what is? Oh, that's gonna annoy me.
Hold on. Damn it! Now it's gonna irk the every love out of me. Let's see. Okay, yeah, because they were in the first issue. Nope, nope. Hold on, second. Maybe it's the second, or maybe it's the third. Hold on. Okay.
They
Doesn't
are though.
matter.
Yeah,
They're
like
cool
I
villains.
absolutely love them. Right,
It doesn't matter. We're trying to reach.
right.
We're doing it live. We're doing
Cause
it
y'all know
live.
that's
We're
gonna
trying to reach
irritate me,
something
y'all. I'm
live.
sorry.
We're
Y'all
doing
know
it live.
I
Yeah, I hate
annoying.
that. I
I
can't
know,
type
right?
fast enough. It's just,
Right.
hey,
Remember,
trying to
it
chat,
is a
and I
Twilight
can't
Court.
chat
You're right.
fast enough.
It's a
Oh my
Twilight
God,
Court. It
Cobra!
is Twilight Court. Yeah,
What?
yeah, yeah,
The Twilight Court? And then Mirrodin is
yeah,
the
yeah,
foes
yeah.
they're fighting now,
Hmm.
right?
Oh wait,
Okay, doesn't matter.
I
Cool,
think
cool,
it's the other way
cool.
around. My bad. The Twilight, yeah, the Twilight Court is one.
It's backwards.
Yeah,
Okay, so Mirrodin is the
yeah,
first
yeah.
group, and then Twilight Court is the group they're dealing with now. Which,
Um,
how you feel about the team
I like the team.
whole as a
I
whole?
kind of like the conflict that they have between them. Hey, usually I would hate when they use the two black characters to go against each other, but this is not. You can tell it's not just doing it because they're black. You can tell it's a reason behind it, and you can tell they have opposing views on certain things.
So because I think it was
Yeah.
in
Hmm.
Sam's last
Yeah,
run
where they
of
had the
Cap,
little issue. Yeah,
they
and
were
he
kind
like
of
forbid him
beefing.
from
So
going to
that kind of
Wakanda at
picked
one
they
point.
just kind of picked up where it left off.
Hmm.
Yes, yes. Oh
Hmm.
God, yes. Oh, that was a whole thing, man. It was
Right.
just like, what we okay, I'm with you. But oh no, that's the missus. But man, I lost my train of thought. Like I said, because I am one very tired boy today. I am
um,
tired. I'm trying to push through. I am really trying
but
to.
oh
All right,
wait, oh, we
let's
done
do our
talking about
news,
Avengers.
man.
I
Let's
loved
do.
it.
Let's do.
No,
Go ahead.
um,
No, we can talk more,
I don't
man.
know.
But
I like the what is it? The city or what is it called? Remember the big? Yes,
the Impossible
I
City,
love the
the
Impossible City.
Impossible
I kind
City.
of want
That
more. Right,
okay?
I kind of
Yeah, we're geeking out. Yeah,
as a
having a
headquarters. What
city as a base
nigga? What?
is
Yeah, right.
pretty
Exactly.
awesome.
And but I'm not
It's
gonna
pretty
hold you.
awesome. Yes,
When I
yes.
saw that, I was just like, that's crazy. You have a whole city out here, and the mutants are out here hiding in the, under in in tunnels and whatnot. I was like, that's crazy to me. But you know what? I'm like can we ball? You know,
Hmm. So you think they
that
took
will
a
be the
page out of the
best.
X Men playbook?
Honestly, I don't think. I mean, let's be honest. I would, yeah,
It's
honestly,
not a
give
bad
little
thing.
superhero little
It's
nation,
not.
but I feel like that would have been the best way to
man.
give the Avengers a more stake in the mutant stuff. Like I feel like if they did like we just saw like little back back things
Oh,
of like
I've
them
seen.
putting getting mutants and putting them on the Impossible City. I feel like that would have been a good little moment.
Well, I did see. What did they call it? Salits
Hmm.
for what's coming on the Avengers side. Iron Man got the Avengers on board with
Okay, say
helping the X
less.
Men.
All right, finally.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's coming. It's in the next couple months. Iron Man is gonna lead a strike on Orchis,
Okay.
so it's coming. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
You good? But make Emma an Avenger this year. Stop
She
playing.
is not gonna be
Make
no
her an
Avenger.
Avenger
Like
this year.
I just I'm not gonna hold you. It will
Make her an
be. I think it
Avenger.
will be
I
good. It will be a
think
good
you
little moment
would
for her though.
make her an Avenger this year. The growth as a woman and as a
Right.
superhero, make her an Avenger this year because she would tell the Avengers about themselves.
Yeah.
And that's how they really truly become heroes. They fight for everybody because they
Right.
kind of really
I
haven't the last 10 years.
honestly, I feel like
They fight
Gene will be. I
themselves.
feel like Gene will be a perfect fit for that. Like, and I'm talking about this current Gene, not old Gene. Like, because I feel like Gene will be the person. She would like tell them about themselves, but I feel like she would also fit within the group more. But I would honestly want Emma in it just
Mhm.
for the banter alone. With everybody like her and
Yes.
her and Captain Marvel's literal daily interaction would be amazing, and I feel like she would be such a bitch to her, and I would love every moment of that. Of like her saying a smart remark to her every time like Carol gives an order. Yeah, that would be it. That would be a
Hmm.
move for me. Um, what else? But yeah, I like it. I can't wait to see what that goes. Yeah, that's it.
That's pretty much it,
Yeah, that's all
buddy.
for comic
That's
news. Yeah,
comic stuff. That is all comic stuff. All right, you ready to do the hilarious weird
let's
stuff that
go.
has happened in the last, what is it? We're on day
Hmm.
10. We're on day 10. Okay, we'll do these one by one. This shouldn't surprise anybody. Within the hours of New Year's in Tokyo, in Japan, there was an earthquake. Cool.
Hmm.
That seems to be a normal thing. People died and there's
I
no
cause I heard
fatalities.
you.
It,
I
it,
heard where you were going. People died. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh shit.
just go with
Whew.
it. You can't outrun an earthquake. You can't. Like, I'm not even trying to be
Right.
funny. I'm not even trying
It's
to
a
be funny. You
tragedy,
just
y'all.
cannot
We
fuck.
look. Some of us deal with tragedies in different ways.
But unfortunately, over there, like, sarcastic, like, not trying to be sarcastic, but unfortunately, this
Hmm.
thing
It
happens
does.
all the time. Um, Here's the one that's been bugging me lately. Aliens in
Mm,
Miami?
I have
Have
not.
you not seen the TikTok videos? My FYP is weird, but apparently there were 10-foot aliens in a Miami mall, and I listen. I don't know if it was true or not. I don't know if it's some
Right.
weird project of the government. I don't care. But this, it's weird. Like we kind. I think it's kind of established aliens,
Yeah, for sure.
extraterrestrials do
You can't tell me no
exist.
different.
I, I I just think that maybe before the year is out, we'll get a real confirmation, maybe, or maybe it's
Right.
on the TBD to
Look
be
here. After
determined.
we done had a
I
whole
think
hearing about aliens
I
last
don't
year,
know.
yeah, it's gonna happen. Yeah, you forgot. Right.
Oh, that's
The North
right.
remembers, nigga.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like.
I
I literally sat there and I watched it, and as I was watching it, I was like,
let me
"You
tell you,
really sat
I
here for
before
over
you
30 minutes watching a trial about these people talking about aliens?" And I did. I sat there, and I was enthralled in it. I was like, "What?" I was like, they done silenced a military man from saying something. Like, cause look here, them there was literal like eyewitness reports of them talk like people coming up and saying like yes, me and my partner saw this spaceship turn and do a diagonal turn in and they said no craft is able to do that but they said to keep it under wraps and to not
Mhm.
say anything. And I was like, "Oh, word!" But he was like, "Oh," but he said, "But I'm breaking my silence. I'm not afraid of them my military something like that." I was like, "Okay, this." I was like, "Y'all, this might be for real." I was like, "This old white man just sitting here like going against his government." Look here, he said he. All right, I was like, "This might be a thing, y'all." Like these aliens out here, and like it was multiple people.
Yeah. So like, okay, so the video
Hmm.
in Miami. When I get a chance, I'll send you a
That's
link.
literally what I was
I'll
looking for
send
as
to
we were
you the
talking.
um yeah, yeah. And then
Hmm.
I'll send you the chick because she it kind of explained it really well without getting into trouble. But they basically called like the would be story was basically
Hmm.
these kids were fighting in a mall, right? Okay, cool. Kids fight in the mall, shit happens. But they're saying that they were shooting at these quote unquote 10-foot aliens in the mall. And then you saw the video of all
Yeah, I'm looking at it
the
right now.
cop
Yeah.
presence down the strip of where
Hmm.
that mall is. Are you looking at it right now? And just the whole cop presence in that mall. Like you're not sending a whole bunch of cops
Right.
for a bunch of kids. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Now here's my theory. It was a bunch of fish
Not
people.
giant fish people.
Giant fish people. Giant fish people. Miami's right there. The ocean is not too far. It's giant fish people. Let me get my theory out there because I'm just going to be funny. I want it to be giant fish people that are pissed off at us humans and they're
Why
going
do
to
you
try to take
want
over the planet.
this?
That's what I
Why is
want.
this a thing that you want in life?
Listen, I want to live under the sea, okay? I want gills on my neck and I want to explore the ocean. I want to be
Uh-uh.
Negro
I need you.
Aquaman,
Look
like for
here.
real,
You
for
need to
real.
go somewhere else with that shit, then. You.
No,
I.
no,
Mm-mm.
no. Why? Why? I want to ride a shark.
Yeah,
Don't
I'm
take
afraid
these
I
dreams
got
away
to,
from
friend.
me.
Cause one thing about me, I like air and whatnot, and
No, you can live on air. I want to be under the sea. I want to
I
be
want to be where
under
the
the sea.
people are.
I want to just people.
I want to see him singing and dancing, y'all. Like, yeah,
So yeah, man. I just listen. There's not much more we can
right.
say about it that hasn't been already said. Listen, the world. It's only 10 days into 2024, and it's weird. Um, boy, I guess we can talk about this now. Have you seen the
I haven't seen
Williams
all that
interview?
shit, but I got the cliff notes.
Dude, he aired a lot of people out. Here's the thing. They say he's crazy, but he's not wrong.
I guess I'm not gonna make that judgment until I watch the whole thing. So
Watch the yeah, that
yeah,
interview is long. It's like nearly 3 hours. I mean, the only reason why I was even to watch it
right.
because I could just listen to it while I'm, working. And nobody refuted what he said. No one. Even Ice Cube came out. Everybody he kind of
What
look,
did
I'll
he
say it.
say?
Kevin Hart, Steve Harvey. With the Kevin Hart stuff, he's just basically saying he's a punk. I'm trying to keep it clean because
Right.
I want people to listen to us more. Short of
Okay.
a few slip ups here and there. But shut up, shut your face. But the I think the amazing part of that interview, I respected the kind of guy he is. Like he just wants to help, genuinely help funny people, and he basically called out the unfunny people that
Hmm.
are still making money to this day. That's something I respect. And he just look, whether you like him or not, he just kind of
Mhm.
standing on the truth. And I like guys like that. Like guys like he's just being what's the word? He's being very biblical. He doesn't want to tell nobody he's helping, but all you can hear is all the people, yo, Cat
Mhm.
helped me out. Cat did this for me, and he didn't care. It's like he just I like guys like that, people that
Right.
genuinely want to help
I
out.
feel that.
And I respect that. But that interview is 3 hours long, man. Listen, I
Yeah.
wouldn't watch it. Just listen to it while you're
Mm.
working, if possible. I mean, and then I guess the last thing is our political world looks like a G.I. Joe cartoon. I have no idea what is
Of
happening,
course, my phone.
but people should be aware. Oh, people calling you already?
No, that's my alarm.
Oh, yeah,
Oh
iPhone?
no, sweetness. This is my I got an Android. This is Galaxy. The
Ooh, what kind?
S21 Plus. Yeah,
You
Samsung.
got a Samsung? You got a Samsung phone? Yeah,
Mm,
Samsung. Samsung. Ha. Oh. So, what would you like to see in 2024?
what do you mean? What would I like to see?
Like, whether it be comics, toys,
Um,
what?
I would like to see the X-Men back on Krakoa. By the end of this year, to be honest. Um, like I want them to rise. I want my mutants to rise, and they have confirmed that um the mutants will be do better by the end of this year. So I want to know where that goes. But I don't like how they said by the end of this year, as if the whole year is gonna be muy terrible until like December.
Yeah.
Or or they try to be like, nice, quote
Hmm.
unquote, and give them until like September of this, because in the comics they're already 10 months
I
in.
think they're hinting at all of them going to the planet.
I hate it, but all right, I can see it. It will honestly. It's a lot of comics. Yeah, they can make
It
a lot of
makes
that. Like
sense.
they can do a lot of stuff with that. Honestly, like it's gonna be another civil war. I can already tell you that it's gonna be a civil war between Krakoa and Morocco. Like it's gonna
Yeah,
be
I
a
see.
political
Yeah,
war because they're gonna have to join they councils together, and the Great Ring is not gonna put up with no alpha and betas in beta
no,
levels in the omega level ring. So like I already know that's gonna be a problem. Like and yeah, I feel like there's a lot of stories that they can tell with that going forward. But I don't know. Like I feel like they should still have mutants on Earth because I feel like that's the beginning and the synopsis of the X-Men dream of the dream is humans and mutants being able to coexist. And I feel like there should be some kind of like I feel like there should still be a team there. Hmm?
I think the dream is dead.
I don't think that.
I, yeah, I think the dream is dead. After after this,
Hmm.
like if we like
Yeah.
hypothetically speaking, if we were writing the book, right? Would you want them, the mutants, the after the way they've been treated, after the way they've been
Mm-mm.
hunting, after the way
Not
they've
at
been
all.
killed? Look, I'd rather deal with my wilding ass cousins
Oh yeah,
on Morocco
absolutely.
than be on Earth. Y'all
That's
want?
that is one thing I will always say. Like that's why I like when people give so much shit to the Krakoan age, like about like, oh, this is so out of character, the mutants would never do this. I don't like that the mutants are becoming separatists or isolationists. I'm like, why the fuck not? I was like, this is the natural progression of what's been happening, especially with how much shit they get or stuff they get from humans. Like they are constantly at war with humans. Like there's never been a
Yeah,
solid year where we
yes,
haven't had like some kind of issue with mutants being persecuted by humans. And I think and like that's why Krakoa made sense because these are people like, and this is years after years because there have been multiple storylines where the it has been
Yeah.
Thank you. More
Multiple
than
mutant
one mutant
massacres.
massacre. There has been multiple times where being mutant was literally illegal to be a mutant, and there were more than one story of mutants being deported from the countries that they were born in for simply being a mutant, and
Hmm.
some of those places and most of those stories made no sense about the deportation because where do you go when you're deported from from the place that you were born in? Like there's no and you can't even go to even if I was like, oh, they're gonna send all the Africans back to Africa, I can't you can't say that because I wasn't as a mutant, they don't have a homeland to go to. And that's why it never made sense to me. But now it makes like Krakoa made sense because like the X-Men, the mutant said we done with this shit. Like we're not gonna keep putting up with being
Yeah.
hated and feared. We're gonna have a place of our own. And even then, after that, and like even then, after finding a place of their own that they didn't have to take from somebody else or uproot other another nation or another people to do so, they still hated them for it. And not only did they hate them, but they hated them even more for it.
Yeah.
So that's why, I would, that's why I would say, definitely do that. Like, that's why I love
No,
Krakoa.
I think the new tagline going forward is feared
Yeah,
and
that will
respected.
be, yeah.
Stop playing.
I feel like it. I
Stop
would like
playing.
that. I feel like it has to be some play on the hated and feared thing. Like I feel like yeah, I
Hmm.
feel like it should definitely be like something like that. And now because the X-Men tagline of "Hope you survive the experience," it hit it hits even harder now because of what they're going through right now. And I
Hmm.
just don't want to see them
Yes.
regress back to the mansion. That's all I. That's the only thing I care about.
That I feel like that's coming, but not the way everybody thinks.
I'm
Not everybody in the mansion. I think the mansion is going to be the
That's
new
exactly what I
old
was about
base
to
of
say.
operations, but they're going to
Yeah,
have still the Seneca Park in
I
New
was gonna
York.
say that too.
So
Right.
they got
I
the
was gonna
gates.
say
They
like
don't
they
only take
should.
a
I
second.
was like they should make that the new X-Men headquarters, like the regular X-Men meet there, or like
Hmm.
they can, or honestly they can do a school there. That would be a dope school. Like they can do like a school with humans and mutants, or like do like a
Yeah, they could.
have like an Avengers Academy moment. Like do like humans, mutants, magical creatures, and all kind of stuff go there. That would be a dope series, and I would read the
Hmm.
absolute hell out of that. But yeah, there's I just don't want them to regress back to that because it's because this story isn't like Genosha. This isn't like Utopia. I feel like this
Hmm.
they have plateaued to a point where they can't just go back. Like there's no going back to like a mansion or anything. Like they have to have their own place now because of the things that they've set up to it. Like they have become a political power in not only the world but the galaxy.
Yeah.
Like come on now. But they made a currency.
Hmm.
Right.
You can't revert
Like
back
they
to the
literally
mansion.
made
You
the
can't.
universe a
You can't.
currency. Like they made the Earth the capital of the solar system. Like come on now. Like they have too many irons in the fire not to.
What it is.
Right. But what do
It's
you
what it
expect?
is now.
What do you no, my bad, my
What
yeah,
else you want to
what
see
do
in?
you want in 2024?
Oh, let's see. I'm waiting for the moment in comics that Miles tell Peter to go f himself with a punch. Punch Peter right in the face for that Ms. Marvel stuff because they hinted at it at this week's book because Miles and Kamala got to
Right.
talk, but they're dealing with the whole gang war stuff. So I imagine that is coming up really fast. What else I want to see? Honestly, there's really no comic book movies this year.
No, it is. It's just late. It's gonna be late as
I
hell.
think we're fine.
Yeah, there are a lot of movies. There's a few movies coming out.
What movie?
Jesus, I just looked at that list. I think there's at least 3 movies coming out. I know a lot of things have been postponed. I know a lot, mostly majority Marvel things have been postponed. Um, so, but
Yeah,
oh, they're
and
postponed
Superman's
that to
not until
next
next year.
year. I'm thinking about. I'm
Yeah,
thinking about
Superman was originally
the other
2025.
one, the other movie they had. DC had another movie that was supposed to come out this year.
No, we're getting all three
That I
Crisis
like
parts this
that.
year.
I do like that.
We're getting we're getting because they're. I think it's perfect, but I guess what they're doing is setting up for the Tomorrowverse. I gotta say, man, if Superman does not do good in theater this time around, don't even
Honestly,
try to do a mega
real shit.
universe.
Because
Don't try it.
look, I love James Gunn, but this I feel like the way he has put
If
all his like he has put I feel like he is pouring his soul into this Superman movie, and like if this is a flop, I feel like you
mhm,
just need to pack it up. Like I feel like they might
don't
replace you,
try
bro.
it.
Like like, and I really would hate that for you because he has never James Gunn has never did anything that has missed for me. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna see how you do with this Superman movie because Superman, as much as
I
he is a nuanced character, Superman is a very a simple character who you can do a lot of things with or a little or very little
mhm,
with, and there he has no median.
perfect
Yes,
example. Look at Superman and
yes,
Lois.
absolutely loved that. Hmm.
Superman the animated series. Superman and the
This
Justice League.
year it's
There's
maybe like
literally at least nearly 80,
I think
80,
so.
80,
Yeah, 80 years
80,
I think.
80 years? 90, 85? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it's actually Superman was 1939. What's the math? Hold on. Do the math. Here. 1939 now. Because we're actually close to 100 years.
Since 1930. Damn. Yeah, 90 years. Yeah.
Is it 90?
Hmm.
Yeah, 90, right? 90
Yeah,
on the dot
well,
or
I don't know about on the
what?
dot. It was in through it was 1934. So it was probably about to be 90 years. Right. Right.
We're getting
But
close. We're definitely getting close. There's
right.
no reason
Like
why Superman should
but
fail.
honestly, it's
And if it
very when
does,
you think about it, it's very easy for him to fail because he's so simple. Like and because he's so vast of like
hmm
being one of the most powerful people, there like it's one of those like Scarlet Witch situations where you have to make sure that you give them a good enough story and a good enough villain to where you're not just like, oh, that's not gonna be nothing for Superman like to do. Like it has to be something that challenges him, but
hmm
also with people with big powers, you have to not only challenge them with the villain, but you have to challenge them in the story as well, and like show because just as because a lot of things that
yeah,
they do, one thing I kind of love with big characters is when you give them when you give them this big villain but you show their big feats, but you show that their weakness or their, softness comes from the internal stuff of like what's going on. You see, like this man can destroy planets, but he can't, set a table for dinner. Like, it's those kind of moments where like you see like that vulnerability, and I feel like we need that with Clark. Like we need to see him like fight Zod, but is like sucky at telling Lois that he doesn't like what she's wearing. Like, like him being great at fight a confrontation, but being horrible at confrontation. Like it's little things like that. And yeah, I think that's
hmm
more so what I would like from them. But I'm very nervous about that too, because honestly, if you don't get a Superman movie right, James, they gonna replace you, and I don't want that for you.
yeah, pack it up. And then I know we're not
At
getting Miles
least.
movie. At least he's
I
gonna
feel like
make
we
sure
ain't
as
even gonna
well.
get. Are you talking? Oh,
At
you talking about
least.
Into the Spider Verse?
Oh, 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 hold up. Hold up. Oh,
Uh,
okay, you're back.
but I
Didn't
feel
take you
like
long.
they're gonna be. Are you talking about Into the Spider
Uh,
Verse? I, I, oof,
mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah, probably.
What was it? What was
What?
it called? Um,
Oh, the
what was the
strike.
thing that happened in Hollywood?
Yeah,
Uh, the strike.
yeah.
Yeah, it set a
Right.
lot of
Look,
things back.
2025 is gonna be a year for television and movies.
It's gonna be a
Oh yeah,
lot of year, and
I feel like
they
they're gonna
can't space it.
by the end
They
of this
can't
year,
space it
oh, we're
out.
gonna have content. Like, like I feel like there will never be a moment where like
Yes,
we don't have anything to watch. Like I miss those days. Like I miss like early heyday CW days. Like here, like the like heyday Arrowverse days. Like where as soon as something dropped. As soon as something
and
stopped when the season finale, the next show is coming on to give you more content. We need that. Like I miss those moments
yeah,
where like I won't
agreed.
ever have to worry or struggle about what I'm gonna watch. Like I will literally have panic attacks now trying to figure out what I'm gonna watch before I go to bed. Like what is going on? Like oh Jesus Christ. But yeah, I know the content is gonna be crazy by mid this year and next year. They're gonna be pushing out stuff. Um but another thing, I don't know what else I would want to see though. I feel like there's something else, but can't think of it.
That's the that's the problem. I don't I, like. I'm not. I don't know. Like toys. Okay, in my little department, I want them to announce the Tim Drake Mayfix figure, so I can pre-order that with the
Mm,
quickness. Click, 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 click. Like literally tomorrow, there's a X-Men pre-order going up for Betsy when
oh,
she was the
okay,
Mandarin,
okay. That's a deep cut. Damn.
and I want to get that. Yeah, I want to get that for my not Justice League display, for my CRC display. Might be
Okay,
fun for my little Power
okay.
Princess, which is coming. My next toy review will probably be the Jada Toys Ryu. So that's coming in about a week or so. This will be uploaded tomorrow. I mean, that's it, man. We can. Anything
Other
else?
than that, I
Because
think
I
that's
am
about it,
dragging.
y'all. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know the deal. We thank y'all for coming, but it's time to go. What we gotta tell them,
Yeah, man,
right?
it's sleepy.
So
It's
as we
sleepy
do
time. It's
every
sleepy time.
episode, we always like to
It's
tell
sleepy.
I tell our people pre-order those books and support your local comic book shop.
Support your local.
Yep,
Support your local comic store. Support your local toy store. Pre-order your books. And if you're like me and you don't like people that much, and you can see why Noah put them on the boat, you just pre-order your
that
books
part.
online.
Ooh, I'm about
Let's
to
see what else is going.
read these
Let's see.
comics
Let's see
and
what's.
go get me some
Yeah,
get some
yeah,
wings. It's wing day, y'all.
yeah, yeah.
All right. So
Tell me socials.
as
Let's get up
y'all
out of here.
always know, y'all can reach me at King Krakoa on TikTok and Twitter and on the Discord as well. You can find me on TikTok on my other TikTok at King of Thrones. There's a zero where the O is supposed to be in Thrones. And you can find me on yeah, I have it I'm King of Thrones on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. Where can they find you, my boy?
Let's see. Let's see. Because now today I can remember my stuff. Antonio Life Rants on IG. AntLife82 on
Hmm.
Twitter or X. Yeah. AntLife Rants 82 on Twitter. Life Rants Pod on TikTok. I am trying to push to grow those numbers. Help a brother out. Help me grow those numbers. I'm pushing new content. Now, if I do it right, the podcast, geek stuff, and toy stuff at least once a week. That is my goal. I'm going to stay on top of things. So, yeah, as we say, go, brah.
Deuces.
All right, we out of here. Peace.